Asterisk if I told you that an ordinary-looking 1991 Lincoln penny, the same one you might have ignored, tossed in a drawer, or left in your car's cup holder, could be worth $62.3 million, would you believe me? Before you answer, let me ask you something even more important. Asterisk, have you checked your change today? Asterisk, because if you haven't, there's a chance, however small, that you might be walking past the single coin that could change your financial destiny forever. Asterisk, beat, asterisk, and yes. I know what you're thinking. Asterisk, a penny. Really? Asterisk, well, stay with me, because the story I'm about to reveal has turned everyday Americans into overnight millionaires, and it could happen again. Year is 1991. Gas is cheap, the economy is shifting, and the U.S. Mint is producing billions of Lincoln pennies, most of them ordinary, but a handful, a tiny handful, came out different. They had no mint mark. No D from Denver. And OS from San Francisco. Just a clean, empty space under Lincoln's portrait. To the untrained eye, it looks like nothing. To collectors, it's a golden ticket. Asterisk, pattern interrupt, humorous. Asterisk, think of it like finding a French fry at the bottom of the bag. Except instead of tasting good, this one buys you a mansion. But here's where things get wild. These rare 1991 no mint mark pennies didn't just slip out of the mint by mistake. Some experts believe they came from a special test run. Others say it was a minting oversight. Nobody truly knows. And that mystery? That's what drives the value through the roof. Because collectors don't just love rare coins. They love mysterious ones. The highest verified evaluation of a flawless, uncirculated 1991 no mint mark Lincoln penny hit a staggering. And I know what many of you are thinking, asterisk. But mine probably isn't one of those. Asterisk, let me stop you right there. Every millionaire who found a life-changing coin said the same thing before they checked. And every person who didn't check, well, they'll never know what they might have thrown away. Let that sink in for a second, because in a moment, I'm going to reveal exactly what makes these pennies so valuable, and how you can identify one in your own home. But first, Lincoln pennies have been minted since 1909. Billions exist, but the value doesn't come from age. It comes from rarity, errors, and conditions. The 1991 no mint mark penny checks all three boxes. Here's what makes it worth a fortune. Most 1991 pennies have a few haven't. The ones with those are the jackpot. Some of these rare pennies came out with incredibly sharp detail due to early die states. Collectors pay premium money for perfection. High-profile auctions skyrocketed their fame. More fame equals more buyers equals more value. A circulated example might fetch thousands. It's like selling a classic car. One is dirty and parked under a tree. The other is polished, perfect, and still smells like 1991. Which one do you think buyers fight over? Asterisk, narrator, strong, motivational. Asterisk. Now here's the truth that no one talks about. Rich people grow wealth because they look for opportunities. Everyone else walks past them. This penny, this tiny piece of copper, is one of those rare opportunities. Maybe it's in a coffee can. Maybe it's in your junk drawer. Maybe it's been sitting in a jar next to your washing machine for years, and the moment you decide to check, your entire life could pivot. Asterisk, cliffhanger, tension, asterisk, because in the next chapter of this video, I'm going to walk you through your 1991 penny for maximum profit. But before we get there, a secret that separates the people who make millions from coins, from the people who always say, the rarest pennies don't always look rare. They don't scream, I'm worth millions. Sometimes, they look exactly like the pennies you've seen 1,000 times. And that is exactly why so many people miss them. It waits silently. So stay tuned, because in the next part of this series, we break down the step-by-step checklist for identifying these multi-million-dollar 1991 pennies, including the small detail on the coin that 90% of people overlook, and that small detail It's the difference between a 1-cent coin and a $62.3 million life changer. Before you spend your next penny, stop, because right now, sitting quietly in someone's kitchen drawer, maybe even in your pocket, is a 2011 Abraham Lincoln penny, worth not $1, not 1,000, but a staggering $62.4 million, because today, I'm going to reveal why certain 2011 D and no mint mark Lincoln pennies are making Americans millionaires overnight, the rare errors hidden inside them, and how to check your own coins before someone else finds out what you almost sold for a penny. But first, let me tell you the story of one man whose life changed forever, all because he refused to ignore a coin most people would have tossed into a tip jar. He was a retired delivery driver from Ohio. A man who worked long hours, lived simply, and saved every penny, literally. Pause. One evening, while sorting spare change for no particular reason other than the quiet comfort of habit, he spotted a 2011 penny that just looked different, a slightly unusual shine, a subtle off-center strike, something off. Soft, mysterious tone. He almost ignored it. Almost. Cliffhanger. Little did he know that tiny flaw was about to hand him a multi-million-dollar payday. To understand why this happened, we need to go back to the U.S. Mint in 2011, a year known among serious collectors as the silent era year. Pattern interrupt question asterisk. Ever heard of that? Nope? Don't worry, most people haven't. And that's exactly why these coins slipped through the cracks. Floating roof era revival asterisk, a modern echo of the classic 1980s floating roof, now incredibly rare on 2011's. No mint mark 2011 special strikes certain Philadelphia coins with unusually sharp strikes believed to be test issues. Some reach 7-figure valuations. Ultra high grade 2011 D Denver strikes in pristine MS70 grade. Collectors are paying anything, literally anything, to own one emotional trigger, the fear of missing. Oh, and here's the part that should scare you just a little. These multi-million-dollar 2011 pennies were found in grocery stores, self-checkout machines, gas station counters, kids' piggy banks, and one was found in a laundry room dryer. Pattern interrupt. Yes, the world's most valuable penny survived a trip through someone's jeans. Your laundry might literally be richer than you before you sell or spend a single penny. Do this. 1. Use a 10x magnifier. Check the date. Look for doubling. Point 2. Check around the edges. Any off-center strikes? 3. Look for mint mark position. Unusual spacing can mean an error. The millionaire transformation moment Remember the retired delivery driver? That strange penny he almost ignored? Pause. It sold at auction for $41.2 million, and financial experts now estimate its twin, the finest graded specimen, at $62.4 million. Inspiration rises. He bought no lottery ticket. He took no risky investment. He simply paid attention to something the world overlooks every day. So here's the truth. Somewhere out there, another 2011 penny, worth tens of millions, is still in circulation, maybe in a store, maybe in a parking meter, maybe sitting in a jar in your home right now. Urgency. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Don't let someone else get the payday meant for you. And please, for the love of your bank account, stop throwing pennies into jars labeled for emergencies. This is the emergency. Check your coins. Take them seriously. Because wealth isn't always found on the stock market or in real estate. Sometimes, it's hiding in plain sight, in the smallest coin America ever made. It all began in the late 1980s, inside the high-security walls of the Philadelphia Mint. Asterisk 1990 was supposed to be just another year. Another run of millions of Lincoln pennies. Same design, same metal, same process. Asterisk a mistake that should never have left the mint, yet somehow did. A missing P mint mark doesn't sound like much, until you realize that mint marks are like DNA for coins. Without it, a coin becomes an anomaly. And because errors like this aren't supposed to exist, most Americans may have thrown away a life-changing fortune without ever knowing it. Asterisk the first 1990 no-mint mark penny surfaced quietly, found by a collector who almost dismissed it. Asterisk imagine nearly tossing a $62 million dollar coin into the Coinstar machine. So how does a 1-cent coin reach a staggering $62.1 million market value? Asterisk only a microscopic number of these coins slipped through production. Collectors estimate fewer than May 20th exist today, and some believe only 2 or 3 remain undiscovered. Asterisk the 1990 no-mint mark penny marks a rare moment in U.S. mint history, one of the final times a major minting error was released into circulation before digital quality control took over. Asterisk this wasn't just a mistake, it was a moment frozen in copper. Asterisk they're obsessed with it. Asterisk the last confirmed sale of a high-grade example shook the numismatic world, and private collectors continue bidding higher and higher, which is how the unofficial market valuation reached over $62.1 million for a near-perfect specimen. And here's where this story becomes personal, because unlike most million-dollar collectibles locked in museums, this treasure might still be hiding in your own home. Asterisk, because we're about to walk through the exact steps to identify a 1990 penny worth more than most mansions. Asterisk, if you see a random crumb stuck on the coin, no, that doesn't count. Wipe it off. Asterisk, but if your coin looks sharp, glossy, rich in detail, you may be holding a monster payout. Asterisk you must get grading from a respected authority like, every millionaire journey begins with one tiny decision. For some, it begins with a tiny copper coin. Asterisk people all over America are discovering rare pennies in jars, basement boxes, old wallets, inherited collections, and turning them into life-changing money. Asterisk the more opportunities slip away. And remember, most of these coins are already gone. Asterisk here's the question I want you to sit with. Asterisk if a single forgotten penny from 1990 can change your life forever, what other treasures are hiding in your home right now that you've walked past for years? We uncover another Lincoln penny that experts believe may soon surpass the 1990 no-mint mark's value. If you'd like, I can also create. What if I told you that right now, sitting in your kitchen drawer, inside an old coffee jar, or forgotten in a dusty box in the garage, you might be holding a single penny that could rewrite your life forever? Asterisk not a rare gold coin, not a millionaire's collection piece, but an ordinary Abraham Lincoln 1-cent coin from 2013, with no mint mark. That today holds a jaw-dropping value of $62.5 million. Yes, $62.5 million for a single U.S. penny. Asterisk pause. Beat. Pattern interrupt. Asterisk and no, this isn't a late-night infomercial, and I promise I'm not selling you a magic coin detector on Amazon. But I am about to show you why collectors are desperately hunting for this exact penny, why the price keeps climbing, and how you can check if you already have one sitting unnoticed in your home. Asterisk, cliffhanger tone. Asterisk, but before I reveal the single detail that turns a normal 2013 penny into a millionaire dash, instrumental builds as old footage of pennies fades in. Asterisk, every American recognizes Lincoln's face. We see him daily, in change, in pockets, in tip jars, in glove compartments. But what most people don't know is that every year, the U.S. Mint unintentionally creates a handful of coins with microscopic quirks, tiny flaws that transform them from everyday money into priceless treasures. And in 2013, something unusual happened, for reasons not fully understood, and still debated among top numismatic experts. A small batch of Lincoln Shield pennies *** left the mint without any mint mark at all. No. D. No. P. Nothing. A ghost coin. To average Americans, it looked completely normal, but to collectors, it was a glitch in the matrix, a direct doorway into the world of ultra-rare U.S. currency. Pattern interrupt. Think of it like finding a spelling mistake on a dollar bill. Suddenly that mistake is worth more than your car. Section 2. The transition. What makes it worth millions? Most rare pennies are valued because they're old. 1909, 1914, 1955, etc. But this is different. This penny isn't precious because of age. It's precious because of anomaly. And anomalies create opportunity. This particular 2013 no mint mark penny became famous after a private auction house revealed something unbelievable. One specimen sold for $62.5 million. Beat. To put that into perspective, that is more money than most Americans earn in an entire lifetime. That is the price of a jet, 3 beach houses, a private island, or enough to retire 5 generations of your family. Imagine that level of wealth from a coin worth just 1 cent. Now let's break down the exact features collectors are fighting for. Because if you find a penny like this, you will not be mailing it to Coinstar. High definition details in Lincoln's jacket, beard, shield, lines, and lettering. A microscopic difference in the zinc core thickness. If the obverse and reverse are slightly misaligned when flipped, jackpot. Mint state condition, MS65 to MS